What's good, everybody? YouTube and Facebook. I don't have anybody else running right now, just YouTube and Facebook. So we are going to be cross-listing. I am pretty far behind. I actually been cross-listing over the last day, and I think I've cross-listed like 75 items because I was just behind. I just been getting behind on cross-listing. So today I made it a goal to get caught up. So I've already cross-listed like 20 items today, and I'm going to cross-list the rest of my items. But I've been asked a ton of questions about List Perfectly and how List Perfectly works. So I figured I'd do a live stream showing how it works, so that way I can lead people. I've done this before a couple weeks ago. What's up, Comic Calls? I've done this before, and people really liked it. Now I'm doing it differently because I'm not doing cross-listing to Mercari. I'm just cross-listing to Poshmark, so it's super easy to follow along with. I don't have to change any of the prices. I just download my eBay listings onto List Perfectly and cross-list from there. So if you have any questions about List Perfectly, all that good stuff, this is going to be the live for you. I do have a discount code, so if you watch and you like what you see, the discount code is below. You just use KWay Shop. You get 30% off your first month. I do have links in all of my bios for the sign up too. You just click the link and use the code, and you get 30% off your first month. So if you're interested, after this live is done, you can use that. There's also a free trial on List Perfectly, so feel free to use a free trial as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let me know if you guys have any questions as I'm going through this. I don't sell DVDs, no. Let me know if you guys have any questions as we're going through this, and I'll answer them. Again, I just cross-list now to Poshmark. So if you watched the last one, you remember I cross-listed to both Poshmark and Mercari from eBay through List Perfectly. Now I just do Poshmark, so it'll be super easy to follow along with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I haven't done this in a while, so I have to do the window, share, that window, share, and now you should see this. Yep, and now you should see this. All right, cool. So this is what List Perfectly looks like. These are the listings that I've already cross-listed via List Perfectly. Let me throw that out there. This is the items I've already cross-listed. As you can see, all of them are going to say eBay because they came from eBay, and then they're going to say eBay Poshmark if I've already cross-listed them. So everything below here has been cross-listed. So now we're going to cross-list a group of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross-list just 3 to begin with. It's going to be these 3 right here. And all I have to do is just highlight them. You click this button up above, you highlight the 3 you want to cross-list, and you come back up and hit this button again. And then you click where you want to cross-list them, and then you hit copy. And then what it's going to do is it's going to open links at the very top for me. As soon as it opens this first link, I can go ahead and get started with cross-listing. It'll keep opening other links as it goes, but I can go ahead and start this one. So this is a men's shirt. It's a casual button-down shirt. As you can see, all the other item specifics have been filled in. And then the only other thing I have to do is hit the original price. I always put 0 for that, and I hit next and list, and then that one's listed. And then same thing for this one, men's shirt, casual button down, everything else should fill out. And then I hit 0, next, list. And then same with this one. This is a men's shirt, casual button down, everything else, photos, titles, descriptions, sizes, everything's put in. Color doesn't get put in. I don't really care about the color, so I don't even worry about that. And then you hit 0, next, and list. Now all 3 of these are done. What you can see is over in the top right hand corner, it has the ID. This is the List Perfectly ID to follow along with your listing. So that way, if it sells, you just go back and delete that. There's another one right there, and there's the other one. So as long as you see this in the top right hand corner, that means that item has been cross-listed and it is good to go. I'm on Poshmark. Can I use List Perfectly? Yes, you can. You can download your Poshmark listings from Poshmark to List Perfectly, and then you can cross-list them from there to eBay. I always do it from eBay to List Perfectly because I want to make sure my eBay listings are good. So if I refresh the page, as you can see, all 3 of these have been now cross-listed to Poshmark. You can see it says Poshmark right on there. And this is one reason I love List Perfectly, is because I can see everything happen on the actual platform. So I don't have to assume that the app did it for me. I actually do it right there on the platform because List Perfectly opens those links. So now let's do another 3 really quick, and then we'll start doing in big batches, because that's normally what I do, is batches of 10 to 20 to get through these really quick. So we'll do another 3 really quick, hit copy. It's going to open up 3 links for me. as it's opening. Once the first one has loaded the images, I can just go ahead and get started. So there we go. We got a Ralph Lauren shirt, men's shirts, casual button down, scroll down to the bottom, put in 0, everything else is filled out. Next list. Same with this one. This is a men's shirt. Put this in the dress shirt category. Size 19, 0, next list. And then this is a women's sweater. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to women's sweaters, and this is like a cowl turtleneck. I'll go with that. That sounds about right. 0, next list. So all 3 of those have been listed now. Will this live video be posted yet later? Yes, it'll always be posted later, either on Facebook or YouTube. You can watch it on either one. So can you do it on the phone? Yes, you can do it on the phone. It's a little bit slower on the phone. I would always suggest to do it on the computer. While watching workplace harassment, continue educating videos. Which is better? Go away. Let's go. Can you cross list from List Perfectly to eBay? Yes, you can download any platform. So if you have something listed on Mercari and you want to start cross listing your items from Mercari to eBay, you can do that. You can just download it on any platform. I'll go ahead and show you guys what a downloaded listing looks like. Those are all cross listed, as you can see. And again, if I refresh the page, these 3 should say eBay and Poshmark now. So to do this, I would just need to download List Perfectly app on my browser. It's a website. It's not an app. It's a website. So you just go to listperfectly.com. You can go through the link in my pinned post, get your 30% off your first month. There's also a free trial too, but use my code before you use the free trial, because then you'll get your 30% off if you decide to go with it. So let's go to some listings really quick. It just kept spinning for me. It would never cross over. Is it worth trying again? Maybe it was a day that they were doing some updates on it. Always reach out to List Perfectly. They'll help you through any like situation that you're having if you have any issues. Let's download this listing right here. So to download a listing, let's say this Tommy Bahama is one I need to download. All I have to do is just click it, and then if you want to do it singularly, if you want to do one at a time, you would just click this button. But if you want to do multiples, you click that top button and then you select multiples. But we're just going to do a singular listing for right now. So let's just click this right here. We're going to click List Perfectly because that's where we want to move it to. And then we're going to hit copy. And what it's going to do is it's going to open a new link. You can see it right at the top of the page. Open that new link. And now it's going to download all of the eBay information. And then as soon as it's done, this will say copy again. As soon as that says copy, then we can go in and we can see if the listing is done appropriately. I'm just joining. I've already answered the question, but have you used Autoposher? That's what I used. Do you think this one is better? This is List Perfectly. Autoposher is not a cross lister, not yet. List Perfectly is a cross lister, so it's 2 different services. Autoposher is a delister and a relister. It does not cross list at all. It just brings down your listing and puts up a brand new listing. That's all it does. What are we doing here? We're cross listing. So there we go. That one's downloaded. If you come over to List Perfectly right here, here is my listing for the Tommy Bahama. If you wanted to go into it and edit it for any reason, you just hit that edit button. Has all your photos, has your title, description. You can choose what area it goes into if you want to. You can change the price here, all that good stuff. So if you were like, let's say you listed it for 45 on eBay, but you wanted it listed for 35 on Poshmark, you would just go in here and change this to 35. Keeps your SKU and everything over here. You just hit update and then it updates for you. Only 4 likes. Yeah, give it a like. Give it a like. But let's say I don't need a cross list. Let's say, oh, I figured out that I already have this cross listed. Then you can just hit the delete button and then you refresh the page and then that should be gone. And this will keep all of your items in inventory too. List Perfectly also has auto sales detection now. I haven't played around with it yet, so I can't speak on it because I haven't used it yet. But supposedly it has auto sales detection now, so when you sell an item, as long as it's in your category or in your catalog and you sell it on one platform, it should pull it from the other platforms as well. All right, so since we showed how to do that, let's go ahead and bulk cross list. I'm gonna show you guys how quick you can do 10 cross lists from eBay once you have it downloaded on List Perfectly to Poshmark. So let's go ahead and pick 10 of these. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're gonna do 10 of these to Poshmark. I'm gonna say it's gonna take less than 2 minutes. Ready, set, go. As soon as this first one opens, I am going to get started. So as you can see, it's opened, but it's still gonna keep working on the other ones. So now since that one's in, I'm going to put men's shirts, casual button down shirt, 0, next list. Same thing with this, men's shirts, casual button down shirt, 0, next list. Same with this. This is why it's so nice to do the same items in a row, because when it comes to cross listing, it makes this such a breeze. Instead of having to do pants, like this is this is a pair of jeans, so now I have to change this up a little bit. But even then, it's still super fast. These are women's pants. These are like a ski pant. I don't think they have something for ski pants, so I'm just going to put trousers. Next list. This is a men's shirt, men's shirts, casual button down shirt, 0, next list. These are women's pants, women's. Do they have something for, I don't list too many women's clothing, to be honest. They probably have it on their leggings, right? There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Next list. This is a men's vest, so it'll be under jackets, vests, 0, next list. As that's listing, we'll come over here, men's jeans. These are a straight leg, right? Yep, straight leg, 0, next list. And then last but not least, men's shirts, casual button down shirt, 0, next list. So there we go. We listed 10 items in what, 2 minutes? 2 minutes cross listed 10 items. How does it compare to Vendoo? Vendoo, I think, has an app, and Vendoo does all the listing in the background for you. So you pretty much just press a button and Vendoo does the listing for you. The only thing I don't like about that is I like to see the actual listings done on the specific platform. So all these listings are done on Poshmark. So I know there's no mistakes because I've seen it done on Poshmark, and I'm the one who puts the listing live on Poshmark. Those are the two differences. One is like it does it for you, and the other one you do it yourself. They both take about the same amount of time though. Why do you set the original price? What you paid to 0, and it's not what I paid. The original price that you're seeing. Here, I'll do another 5 really quick so you can see what I'm saying when I do this. It's the price of the item, the original price of the item. It's not the price you paid. The price I paid is in the SKU, which is also in the listing. I just put it to 0 because nobody really cares about like what the actual retail price is unless it's like a new with tag item. But see, look, men's shirts. This is a polo. And this is the original price. So the original price of the item. I don't want to go through and look up what this G4 polo retailed for. I'd rather just put it as 0 and put it as my price. And the buyer who wants it knows that they're getting a good deal on a pre-owned G4 polo because they're only paying $35 for it. This is a men's jacket vest. Again, 0. You could put, some people put like 9999 too. I just put 0. Men's sweaters, crew neck, 0, next list. Men's jeans, straight leg, 0, next list. And another suit supply shirt. Men's shirts, casual button down shirt, 0, next list. So there we go. There's another 5. I thought it was keeping track of costs. No, so your cost of goods in your Poshmark listing is actually under, here, let me see. If I hit edit really quick right here, it'll be down at the bottom, I believe. And which is also moved over from list perfectly. So if you see right here at the bottom, custom SKU, that was moved over from list perfectly. That's my $321 is the price I paid for this item, and that's my custom SKU. I can put in all this like cost price. I can move it down from here to here if I wanted to, but I always keep it just in the custom SKU. But this is my information that only I can see, not the buyer. This is just the original retail price of the item. Boom, boom, boom. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them. I'm just going to keep cross-listing in the background. Again, I'll just refresh the page right here. And again, if you're watching this and you're like, hey, I want to do that, I want to use List Perfectly, I do have a discount code. You get 30% off with the code KWayShop when you sign up for List Perfectly. Again, there's a free trial, so use the free trial. But when you do, put the discount code in too, because if you do decide to go with it, you'll get that 30% off your first month. All right, let's do a big batch now. Let's do 20. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to do 20 in a row. Let's go with Poshmark. Thank you for explaining. I'm just now considering cross-listing. This makes me feel less intimidating. Yeah, it's not too hard. It'll be slow at first. Wander, it'll be slow at first because when you're first learning the platform, you won't go as fast as I am. I've been doing it for so long that I'm just like, I know exactly where to put everything, where it is in the Poshmark listing, so on and so forth. But it's really not that hard. Once you do it a couple times, you'll get the hang of it. It'll be a fast process. Thank you so much for the tutorial. It's awesome. Yeah, I try to do these live too, so that way you guys can ask me questions. I feel like these are much better done live than it is like doing a tutorial, like a whole video tutorial, because then if you have a question, you can't ask me. And I can always answer questions afterwards too. And a lot of the questions I get are the same questions that I would get if I did the regular tutorial without doing it live. All right, we're going to do 20. You do have to have a pretty decent computer to do a huge bulk amount like this. If you have a slower computer, you might only want to do like 5 to 10 at a time, because it could slow your computer down because it's just opening a bunch of tabs all at once. All right, so that's number 1 is down. Lacoste polo. Whoops. All right, these are women's Spanx, women's pants. Are these this? These are leggings. Okay, cool. I have to sometimes look at the listing because I listed these a while ago and I forgot to cross list them. These are men's jeans, straight leg. The next one I'll go a little bit slower so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing again for those of you just hopping in. So it's a men's shirt, Tommy Bahama, men's shirts. I'm just putting it into the category. I think if you list inside of List Perfectly, the categories will come up because I download my listing from eBay. That's why I have to put this in, but it really doesn't take that much extra time. After I put that in, the size will fill out, the color will fill out if I have a color put in as well. And then I'm just going to put the required price in as 0. Everything else should be good to go. Next list. Same with this one, Eileen Fisher. This is a women's cardigan. So women's sweaters, cardigan, everything else should fill out correctly. White's in there, 0, next list, so on and so forth. This is a men's polo Ralph Lauren sweater, so you do men's. This is like a jacket, and it's going to be a performance jacket. We'll go with performance jacket. This one had a small flaw in it, so that's why we have it listed at 15. So women's diesel jeans, and they are boot cut. 0, next list. So our Lululemon leggings. So these are women's pants, leggings. I always go slower on the women's items because I hate putting in women's stuff. I'm much faster with the men's items. Free fly, men's sweaters. I'll just put none for this one because it doesn't really have a snap button option. This is a men's jacket vest. Whoops. All right, so I just made a mistake. I clicked the wrong thing, which means the size is going to come out. So I just have to add the size back in, which is easy. Just do like that. Everything else should be correct. Next list. This is another jacket vest. So men's jacket vest. Next list. Men's shirts, casual button-down shirt. I could have put that under dress shirt too, but it doesn't really matter on Poshmark. Now we should start going faster because these are all casual button-down shirts, which are super easy to put in. Burberry Brit, men's shirts, casual button-down. Next list. So that one's listing. I just come back up and start the next one. 0, next list. Men's shirts, casual button-down shirt. 0, And if you remember the last time I did this, I was doing Poshmark and Mercari, which means you would just do the same process. You would just do it on two separate platforms, but you can still do them in bulk. So if you wanted to cross list to Poshmark and Mercari, you could do that too at the same exact time. 0, next list. So another men's button-down shirt, casual button-down. 0, next list, and then last but not least, men's shirt. Whoops, yeah, I messed it up again. Men's shirts, casual button down, which means I got to put it into the right size. 0, next list. Boom, now we're done. So we just did 20. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look over on this right corner and make sure all of these have that item ID. As long as they have the item ID, that means they've been cross-listed correctly. And as I go, I'm just going to X out of all these. Usually they always cross-list correctly. It's just every once in a while I'll just forget to hit the list button, go to the next one because I'm going too fast, and then I miss out on that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'm just going to keep cross-listing. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm almost done. It's like 58 listings I think I had to cross-list, and we're going to get them all done super fast. I didn't mean to ask them. No, feel free to. But once you've cross-listed from eBay to Posh, can you upload those listings to Whatnot? Yes. I can actually show you how to do that. I believe I can show you how to do that if my browser would actually refresh the page. For some reason, there it goes. So let me finish cross-listing. How many more do I have? I got like another 20 to do. So I'm going to do these super fast, and then I'll show you how to upload your listings from Poshmark to Whatnot, which is a super easy process too. For those of you who don't know how to do that, so you get a little extra in this one. So let's do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 total, and then we're done. We've cross-listed 58 items in this short little live. Easy peasy. I appreciate the questions. Feel free to ask all the questions you want. That's why I'm here. Men's shirts, casual button down. See, I just start it like right away. Even though it's opening new tabs, I'm going to start working on the, oh, look at this. Don't tell Buried Treasure this. Don't tell Buried I'm listing pre-owned Columbia. I bought this off, Tokyo. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I guess I'll sell it. So we'll see how long it takes to sell. I guess this will probably sell in like 6 years. So just don't tell Buried this. Don't screenshot this and show it to Buried, please. This is going to be a secret between me and you guys. This is where like the women's items are really annoying. Tank tops, there we go. I can never find where the categories are for women's items. Can I download Poshmark in one shot? You can download, it depends on how many listings you have. If you have like 50 listings, then yes, you can download them all in like one shot. It shouldn't take too long to download them. Probably like maybe 15 minutes to get all of them downloaded. If you have more than that, you're gonna have to download them in batches. But you can't do them all in one shot. It would take too long. Too late. Damn it. Damn, I already told him. I already messaged him. I said you should make a video and go through my eBay store and show people that I pre-owned Columbia listed, because I bought it off freaking Tokyo. Women's jackets. This is like a performance jacket. What do I put this under? I don't freaking know. We'll go utility jackets. That sounds good. That sounds good, chat. That's why I don't like women's items. They're so annoying. All right, some suits. So men's suits. We'll just do suits. Oh, Buried. I just listed a pre-owned Columbia. Take it. Take the screenshot you need. Take the screenshot. This is a jacket. It's like a blazer jacket. We'll go with that. That sounds good. Freaking women's items. This is a men's Robert Graham. Men's suits, blazers. If I'm missing your questions, I'll get to them in just a second. Let me get through these last few cross lists. This is a women's sweater, or actually it's a women's cardigan. Men's suits. Put that right there. 0, next list. This one was going to sell fast, watch, because it's a corduroy. Men's, suits, blazers. Next list. Same with this. I listed a bunch of blazers in the same day. So that's why I always say batch list stuff, because it's easier on everything. Whoops, these should be on the blazers. This is a 42R. 42R. There it is. Yeah, figures. My closet guy. What are you talking about? Hang on, I'll read your comments in a second. Men's, suits, blazers, sports coats. Last two. Oh, this is a nice one. Polo Ralph Lauren full leather jacket with the plaid liner. It just has a couple little flaws on it, but it's a leather jacket. Nobody really cares about flaws. So men's jacket. They have one for leather. They don't. Let's put it under the bomber. Next list. All right, those are all listed. We ain't going heavy on Columbia. Yeah, Colombian Orbis. Colombian Orbis. No, it just messages me back where, oh. Yeah, figures you were a closet guy. I am dying. Why are you not doing this on TikTok? Because on TikTok, I have to like move the camera around. If TikTok would allow me to do a full screen and share it from my Apple device, I would do it on TikTok. I would do this whole thing on TikTok. But TikTok only allows you to do it off of PC, which is really annoying. Somebody asked me a question about how to download. Here, let's go to this. Listings. So this is how you download your Poshmark listings onto Whatnot. You go to create listing, and then you hit the bulk import. So from the front page, let me go through it again. Top right hand corner, and then you go to listings. That's going to drop down, and then you're going to hit create listing right at the top of the page. From there, you're going to hit bulk import, and then you're going to hit import from Poshmark, and then you're going to type in your Poshmark username. So that's my Poshmark username, and then I'm going to hit review import. Now what it's going to do, it's going to spin, and it's going to hopefully do it. There's times that this errors out. Lately it's been okay, but there has been times in the past, and I've had to reach out to Whatnot and get them to fix it. Because this is like a new feature. They just started doing it like 6 months ago. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully it works right now. If it doesn't, then you just reach out to Whatnot and say, hey, it's not working again. Can you fix it? But right now what it's doing is it's downloading all of my Poshmark listings onto Whatnot, and then I'll be able to pick and choose which ones I want to upload to Whatnot. If it does it. Right now it looks like it's not going to do it. I've had a little bit of issues with this, obviously. So we'll see. We'll see if it works. Sometimes it takes like a minute or two. Sometimes it takes a couple seconds, and sometimes it just doesn't work at all. So, by the way, if you guys haven't heard, we have a Whatnot show tonight at 8:30. So make sure you go head over at 8:30 tonight. Everything that's behind me is going to be in the show. It's going to be like 50 to 60 items, and we have tons of Lululemon for you ladies. Tons of Lululemon for you ladies. I think we have 15 pieces in total. So we'll see if this works. I don't have any hope on it, but yeah, at least you see how you do it now. And you just gotta keep playing with it sometimes. Eventually it'll work, and you'll be able to get it. Let me try to go back one more time, see if I can get it to upload. Otherwise it's not gonna work. But it's a really cool feature. If you get it to work, you just like click on all your listings you want to import, and when you import them, it takes like no time at all. It's just getting this interface to actually work is the tough part. But this is one reason I've kept Poshmark around, is because of this simplicity of this feature, to get the items from Poshmark to Whatnot. So basically in a day, if I wanted to, I can move all my Poshmark listings over to Whatnot. So I could take all my eBay listings, move them via List Perfectly, and then bulk import them onto Whatnot like seamlessly. It'd take me like a whole day to move all my inventory over of like 2,000 listings. It shouldn't take that long. Yeah, it's just, I don't think they really pay attention to this when they do their updates. There it goes right there. So now it basically has selected everything. So let's say I don't want to select all, select none. And then now I can go through and I can say, all right, I want this on my pot, I want this on it. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that new jacket that I just put up. this right here. So what I do is let's go with this. Actually, let's go with that. And I hit import. So now what it's doing is it's importing everything, which hopefully won't take too long. And then I can change the weights and everything. That's one thing you got to do is you got to make sure you put in your weights. See, now it's all imported. So now what you'd have to do is you have to go through and edit, make sure your weights are correct. Because sometimes it puts these in as like 2 pounds, and other times it puts it in as like an ounce. So you'd go through and you'd put all the weights in. I'm gonna go through and delete these really quick because I don't want these in my inventory. Delete permanently. Actually, I'm just deactivate them. Confirm. All right, cool. Now they're deactivated. Can you cross-post Poshmark to Mercari? Yes, you just download your Poshmark listings, and you download your Poshmark listings onto List Perfectly, and you can cross-list them to Mercari. You can also just cross-list them straight from Poshmark to Mercari, but I always suggest downloading them onto List Perfectly so you have them in your catalog. But yeah, you can just literally move the listing from eBay to Poshmark, Poshmark to Mercari. You don't have to put it anywhere in List Perfectly if you didn't want to. So that's precisely what I'm considering doing. Yeah, move all your stuff over. I've had stuff listed on Whatnot, and it's just sold on Marketplace. So if I moved over all my listings, I could probably sell like a couple items a day. I just don't want to have to worry about keeping up with another whole platform. So that's why I don't do it. But yeah, that's my little List Perfectly tutorial. So in less than 30 minutes, while talking to you guys, we cross-listed like 56 items from eBay to Poshmark. So if you're interested, again, I do have a link in my bio. I'll put a little thing down at the bottom again, just in case you can't hear what I'm saying. Use that code on List Perfectly, and you'll get 30% off your first month. Again, there's also a free trial, so feel free to use the free trial. Just make sure you put the code in. So if you do decide to go with List Perfectly, you'll get your 30% off your first month. There's 3 different plans. Usually the one that works best for most beginners is the mid-tier plan. I use the most expensive plan, the $69 version, because I cross-list so much. Each plan gives you different breakdowns. Let's actually go over that really quick because I forget what the plans. I forget what the plans are because it's been so long. I just signed up. Compare plans. Here we go. Let's share the screen really quick. So these are the different plans you get with List Perfectly. You have the $29 plan per month. This is a per month plan, so just understand. But it is a business expense, so you can write off at the end of the year. You have the $49 plan, and this is the Pro plan. That's the one that I use. So this is what you get with each plan. You get all of this stuff. So the first plan, when you cross list, you don't get all of these. The second plan, you don't get these. The third plan, you get everything. So just look at whichever plan you think will work best for you. I'm always tell people, like, if you're just starting out, use the business plan. You can always upgrade from the business plan to the Pro plan. But yeah, these are the things you don't get with the basic plan. I think the bulk cross list unlimited listings is the one like you have to get. So that's why I always say like go with that plan. But yeah, choose whatever one works best for you and use that 30% off code. You get 30% off your first month. You can't go wrong with an extra little discount. So yeah, it's a business expense. You can't it's just write it off at the end of the year because you're using it for your business only. I'm going to go ahead and head off. I'm going to be live again tonight, 8:30 over on Whatnot. So make sure you come over, hang out on Whatnot. But again, I just wanted to do this little tutorial video for you guys because I've had a lot of questions in my recent lives about List Perfectly, what cross-lister I use. And now I can forward people to this video and they can watch the whole thing and they can answer all of their questions. No problem. Thrift and Mama, that was a good show. I'm glad I could hop in and support you. I haven't been able to catch one of your lives, so you're either live during the same time I am, or you're live later. Like last night, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning for me, and I was like, oh, she's live. Let me hop in really quick. So good show. I liked it, and I'm glad I could come in and support you. So no problem. I'll see you at 8:32. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.